Joaquín Archibaldo Guzman Loera, a name whispered in fear, uttered with grudging respect, and synonymous with power. His name carried weight, a heavy burden of infamy and influence that stretched far beyond the borders of his homeland. He was El Chapo, the short one, a man who rose from the dusty plains of Sinaloa, Mexico to become the world's most notorious drug lord. From humble beginnings he climbed the treacherous ladder of the drug trade, each rung marked by violence and cunning. His Sinaloa cartel, a global criminal enterprise, pumped billions of dollars worth of cocaine, heroin, and marijuana into the United States. The cartel's operations were vast and complex, involving a network of loyal operatives and sophisticated smuggling techniques. His reach extended across continents, his grip on power seemingly unbreakable. From the jungles of South America to the streets of American cities, his influence was felt everywhere. The Sinaloa cartel's tentacles reached into every corner of the globe, making El Chapo a figure of international intrigue and fear. El Chapo's legend grew with each daring exploit, each narrow escape from the clutches of the law. His ability to evade capture became the stuff of folklore, with each escape more dramatic than the last. He was a ghost, a shadow that slipped through the fingers of justice time and time again. He was a master of evasion, a phantom who vanished into thin air just as the authorities closed in. His escapes were meticulously planned, executed with precision, and aided by a network of loyal supporters who would stop at nothing to ensure his freedom. His audacity knew no bounds, his ambition as vast as the empire he built on narcotics and blood. The violence that followed him was a testament to his ruthless pursuit of power, a dark shadow that loomed over every corner of his empire. In 2014, after a series of close calls, the Mexican government, under immense pressure from the United States, finally captured El Chapo. The world watched as the infamous drug lord was paraded before the cameras, a symbol of the government's resolve to bring him to justice. He was imprisoned in Altiplano, a maximum security prison designed to hold Mexico's most dangerous criminals. The prison was a fortress, with layers of security meant to prevent any possibility of escape. It was a fortress, built to extinguish any hope of escape. Or so they thought. The walls were high, the doors were locked, and the guards were vigilant, but they underestimated the man they were dealing with. But they had underestimated the cunning and resources of Joaquín Guzmán. He was not a man to be easily contained. Even behind bars, his mind was always working, always plotting his next move. They had forgotten that El Chapo always had an escape route planned, a contingency for every scenario. His network of loyal operatives was already at work, devising a plan that would defy the very notion of security. And in the depths of that high-security prison, a plan was already in motion. A plan so audacious, so brazen, that it would once again shake the world and cement El Chapo's legend as the ultimate escape artist. The world would soon witness a feat of ingenuity and daring that would leave them in awe, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the man known as El Chapo. Altiplano Prison was the pride of the Mexican penitentiary system, a concrete and steel behemoth designed to hold the country's most hardened criminals. Its architecture was a marvel of modern engineering, a fortress meant to be unbreachable. Located in central Mexico, Altiplano was a testament to security, a symbol of the state's resolve to contain the most dangerous elements of society. A place where hope supposedly went to die, it was designed to break the spirit of even the most resilient inmates. Its walls, thick and imposing, housed a labyrinth of corridors patrolled by heavily armed guards. These guards were trained to respond to any threat with swift and decisive action. Security cameras blanketed every corner, their unwavering gaze recording every movement. The surveillance system was state-of-the-art, ensuring that no corner of the prison was left unmonitored. Motion sensors and pressure plates lurked beneath the floors, silent sentinels designed to detect any attempt at escape. These systems were so sensitive that even the slightest disturbance would trigger an alarm. El Chapo, designated as a high-risk prisoner, was placed under constant surveillance. His every move was watched, his every action recorded. His cell, a Spartan concrete box, contained little more than a bed, a toilet, and a single light bulb that burned day and night. The light was a constant reminder of his captivity, never allowing him a moment of true darkness. His movements were restricted, his contact with the outside world limited. Every visitor was meticulously screened, every letter carefully scrutinized. The prison authorities left nothing to chance. The prison was a fortress, a place where the outside world seemed a distant memory. The authorities believed that Altiplano was escape-proof, a concrete and steel cage from which no one, not even El Chapo, could hope to break free. They underestimated the determination of a man who had cheated death and defied authorities countless times before. El Chapo was not just any prisoner. He was a master of escape, a man who had made a career out of slipping through the fingers of the law. For within those impenetrable walls, El Chapo's loyal lieutenants were already at work, their clandestine efforts chipping away at Altiplano's defenses brick by metaphorical brick. They were resourceful, using whatever means they could to communicate and coordinate their plans. The guards, despite their vigilance, could not see everything. They could not hear the whispers in the dark, the secret messages passed from cell to cell. They could not feel the determination that burned within the hearts of those who sought freedom. For within the cold, unyielding walls of Altiplano, a plan was taking shape, a plan that would test the limits of the prison's security and the resolve of those who believed it to be unbreakable. El Chapo's escape would become a legend, a testament to the indomitable human spirit and the relentless pursuit of freedom. Unbeknownst to the guards and intelligence agencies, the seeds of El Chapo's audacious escape were being sown. The prison, with its high walls and state-of-the-art security systems, seemed impenetrable. Guards patrolled the corridors, and cameras monitored every corner. But beneath this facade of invincibility, a daring plan was taking shape. Miles away from the prison walls, in a nondescript building, a team of engineers, architects, and construction workers toiled in secrecy. They were not just building any tunnel, they were crafting a lifeline, a passage to freedom for one of the world's most notorious criminals. The blueprints were detailed, the plans meticulous, and the stakes incredibly high. Their mission to design and build a tunnel that would lead directly into El Chapo's prison cell. This was no ordinary tunnel. It had to be structurally sound, capable of supporting the weight of the earth above, and equipped with ventilation and lighting. The workers labored day and night, their efforts shrouded in secrecy. The plan was audacious, bordering on insane. It required not only technical expertise but also nerves of steel. Every detail had to be perfect, every measurement precise. One mistake could spell disaster, not just for El Chapo, but for everyone involved in the operation. To reach El Chapo, the tunnel would have to stretch over a mile, burrowing beneath fields, roads, and the prison's formidable perimeter security. The team used advanced surveying equipment to ensure the tunnel stayed on course, navigating obstacles and avoiding detection. The sheer scale of the project was mind-boggling. It would require precision engineering, unwavering secrecy, and a small army of loyal operatives working tirelessly, often under the noses of the authorities. Secret meetings were held in the dead of night, bribes exchanged hands, and corrupt officials were brought into the fold. The operation was a delicate dance of deception and cunning. The mastermind behind this audacious plan was El Chapo himself. From within his isolation cell, he orchestrated every detail, communicating with his lieutenants through coded messages smuggled out during family visits and hidden within legal documents. His mind was always working, always plotting. From within his isolation cell, he orchestrated every detail, communicating with his lieutenants through coded messages smuggled out during family visits and hidden within legal documents. These messages were cryptic, yet clear to those who knew how to read them. They contained instructions, updates, and reassurances. He poured vast sums of money, the fruits of his illicit empire, into the project, bribing corrupt officials, securing equipment, and ensuring the silence of anyone who dared to question the operation. The money flowed like water, greasing the wheels of the operation and ensuring its smooth progress. As the tunnel grew longer with each passing day, so too did the tension and anticipation among El Chapo's inner circle. They watched the progress with bated breath, knowing that each foot of tunnel brought them closer to their goal. The air was thick with anticipation, every day a step closer to freedom. They knew that failure was not an option, that discovery would mean a swift and brutal end. The consequences of failure were unthinkable, not just for El Chapo but for everyone involved. The fear of discovery loomed large, a constant shadow over their efforts. But they also knew that success would be a resounding victory, a testament to El Chapo's power and a humiliating blow to the Mexican government. It would be a story for the ages, a tale of audacity and cunning that would be told and retold. The stakes were high, but the rewards were even higher. The construction of the tunnel was a symphony of silence, a testament to the meticulous planning and unwavering dedication of El Chapo's loyal followers. Working in complete secrecy, often under the cover of darkness, They moved tons of earth and rock, inching closer to their goal with each passing day. The tunnel itself was a feat of engineering, reinforced with wooden beams and equipped with a ventilation system to provide fresh air to those working below. A motorcycle, specially modified to run on a track, was used to haul away the excavated dirt and transport building materials. To maintain secrecy, the entrance to the tunnel was cleverly concealed within a nondescript building on the outskirts of the prison. The building, purchased months earlier by El Chapo's associates, blended seamlessly with the surrounding structures, its true purpose hidden from prying eyes. Every detail was meticulously planned, every contingency accounted for. Corrupt prison guards, their loyalty bought with hefty bribes, turned a blind eye to the unusual activities within the prison walls. Deliveries of construction materials, disguised as routine supplies, arrived at the prison without raising suspicion. The operation, shrouded in secrecy and protected by a web of corruption, continued unabated.